Hello, guys, how are you doing? We are here for another episode of our Newcastle podcast. Today, talking about a great series, one of the best series in history, uma das melhores séries da história, uma coisa magnífica, inacreditável, que eu não assisti, mas eu acredito em vocês. House of Dragon, vamos falar sobre House of Dragon, eu não assisti, mas Big Paul é fãzaço, já assistiu 2 vezes a temporada toda. Let's talk about
Até
it.
mais.
Sobe nossa vinheta antes de tudo. So, House of Dragon just finished.
Yeah, has just finished.
Last episode was this weekend,
No, I think it was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. We talked about House of Dragon before, yeah?
Yes.
Talking about the first episodes and how we were feeling about them.
Yes.
I have watched Game of Thrones, yeah? And people were expecting a lot for this new series.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Expectations were very high, but everyone that I know that have watched the series says that it surpassed expectations. So it's crazy because expectations were already high and the series surpassed expectations. What's your opinion about the end? What did you think about the series?
Man, that was outstanding. It was I don't know. I have no words to express my
emotional.
feeling. Yeah, it was like incredible. It was amazing, outstanding because it's not only about the fights, not only about the war. It's great, but the way the characters, the actors and the actresses, they live it. The characters was incredible. Like the King Viserys. Like before he died, spoiler alert, but everyone knew he was going to die because it was necessary him to die to start the Dance of Dragons. Because the Dance of Dragons, even on the book, started after the death of the king. Because Rhaenyra Targaryen was his legitimate heir, and her brother usurped her throne. So this is the beginning of the war, quotes, the war. I will explain how. But before this, like, King Viserys was amazing. There is a scene.
Oh my god, a dragon here. Oh my god. No, I'm kidding. We don't have that budget.
Yeah.
A gente não tem esse orçamento todo. Ok?
Ainda não.
Ainda não.
Mas se você compartilhar com seus amigos e fizer nosso podcast crescer, teremos. But there's a scene where Viserys appears and nobody was expecting him. He was almost dying, and his hand, the hand of the king, was representing him in the throne. Zé, come on.
Okay.
No, just kidding. He named
Hand of the king is like the person who is like the trustworthy of the king.
The person who
Que a gente chama de
represents.
braço direito no português, né?
And he was like dying, so his hand, Otto Hightower, was representing him in a judgment. And the person who was judged was his daughter, Rhaenyra. So they were trying to,
Rhaenyra is the one that is going to be...
That was supposed to be the queen, yes? His heir. But okay, she was she was there defending her son because her son was named to be the lord of the Velaryon house when Lord Corlys died, yes? And his brother, Lord Corlys' brother, didn't want Lucerys to be the next lord, because he said they were bastards. They were not Velaryon.
Okay.
And Rhaenyra was there to defend her son, but Otto Hightower was there to defend, the other guy, like the brother of the original lord. And
I'm kind of lost, but you're right.
Yeah, if you see the scene, you will understand. And when nobody was expecting, like they were already deciding to not to make the boy the lord of Velaryon house, yes, the King Viserys appears like he almost cannot walk, but he walks the whole hall, sits on his throne and defends his daughter until the end. It's a beautiful scene. Even George R. Martin, the writer of the original story, sent a message to the actor saying, "Your Viserys is better than my Viserys." The
one that he thought
when he wrote the story. So it was beautiful. This one was one of the most beautiful scenes of the series.
It's in the end of the series. Then.
Yeah, almost in the end, like the episode 7.
Okay.
7, yeah, I think it's 7th episode. And in the last 3 episodes, it starts like the king has already died, yes, and it starts the political part. Because when the king died, Rhaenyra wasn't in the kingdom. She was living in another castle. You know, do you remember Dragonstone?
Yes.
She was living in Dragonstone, and the king lived in the how can I say this? I forgot the name. The kingdom, the original kingdom.
The original kingdom.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was there when he died. So instead of communicating, like sending a raven to Rhaenyra, telling her that her father passed away and she would be crowned as queen, no, they imprisoned everyone in the castle, you know.
Oh my God.
And made them like accept her brother as king. Like they forced everyone to accept him as king. So he usurped her throne. And it was the beginning of the Dance of Dragons, the war between the Targaryen family, you know. But there's something curious. Rhaenyra wasn't the war. She wasn't, how can I say, she didn't want. She wasn't like prone to the war. She wasn't like...
She didn't want the war.
Yeah, she didn't want the war and she wasn't prone. She wasn't prepared for a war. She was pregnant. She didn't want it, especially with her family. You know, her brothers, her nephews, and like her mother-in-law, that was her best friend. Did you watch the first episode?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so in the first episodes, you see the connection. That's
I'm curious.
yeah.
I'm curious. Now that you are saying
that's why the first episodes were about Rhaenyra's like teenagehood, her connection with Alicent Hightower, because Rhaenyra will be the representative of the Black. The Black who are the Targaryen side, yes, Rhaenyra, Daemon, her children, etc. And Alicent will be the head, you know, of the Green, that are the Hightowers and her children with Viserys. So the family, the Targaryen family, was divided because of this usurping throne, you know. And to make things worse, you know, Alicent's son killed Rhaenyra's son. That was Lucerys. Spoiler, guys, sorry. But Lucerys was killed in the end of the last episode. Like, the dragon, Vhagar, the biggest dragon of that era, killed him and his dragon. And the last episode ends with Rhaenyra receiving the message that her son was killed. So she didn't want the war, but it ends with a face of anger. You know,
now we are going to have war.
Yeah, now they are going to have war because she wants revenge. Because she lost her throne. When she received the news that her throne was usurped, she lost her baby as well. She had an abortion.
Ah, all right.
So it was sad enough. In this episode, the last episode, we see the human side of Rhaenyra, not only as a queen, not only as a how can I say, a loyal member of the family, you know, the royal family. She's like a mother losing her baby.
Her baby, yeah.
In an abortion because of the news. She lost her father and her throne, so it was very shocking for her. And after all those things, she receives the news again that her youngest son was killed. So it was the beginning of the Dance of the Dragons. And in the second season, it's going to really start. And the Dance of the Dragons in this story, yes,
in the books?
Yeah, on the books, is when the Targaryen family destroyed themselves. They kill each other, the dragons kill themselves, you know. It's really a war. And that's why in Game of Thrones, when Daenerys, yes, the last Targaryen alive, is only her, the member of the Targaryens. There are no dragons anymore. There are no Targaryens anymore because the family destroyed themselves. You know, and the dragons killed themselves, and the next generation of dragons were imprisoned.
So the perspective for the end of House of Dragons or for the next seasons is like a lot of killing.
Yeah, a lot of
of tragedy. Everybody's going to die.
No,
except one person.
And not only this, like it was 200 years before
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. So there will be more Targaryens,
Yes.
but this is the, how can I say,
The beginning of the end.
Yeah, the main reason why Targaryens, ended their, how can I say this, their, oh, I forgot.
Their reign,
their family, And it's important. I like it, the series, to conclude my point here. I like it because they presented us the, how can I say this? The houses, the most important houses. Like, people in Game of Thrones they always saw the Lannisters as a rich family. They saw the
Starks.
The Starks will have influence in the second season. But they saw the Baratheon as rich and strong family as well. But nobody knew how. It has an effect because of this war, the Dance of Dragon. That's all.
A lot of stuff, yeah? A lot of information. I'm going to watch this series.
You have to.
That was it for today, guys. Big Paul talking in details about House of Dragon. A lot of details, a lot of information.
And there are much more.
Yeah, he's a big fan,
Yeah.
Very good. A lot of people are fans, actually. People say it's great. So that was it for today. See you in the next episode. See you, Big Paul.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye. Watch House of Dragons. I'm going to try to watch it too.
Bye-bye.